Hello everybody, welcome back to AI War 2. Strategic Sage here with more of Spire Simplified. And first off, I've got a correction and a couple of things to go through before we get to the epic relic chase that's going to be the subject of most of this session, which may be a long one. Probably will be. Okay, so in the last episode, I unfortunately gave out some bad information on how many cities are required to support Spire cities. Wasn't on purpose, obviously. I've just gotten bad information myself, but I hate doing that. So I put a comment on that video to correct it, and I also want to put in a correction here. So the correct numbers, after having spoken to some people at Arkan, including the individual who wrote the wiki on this, is that at Mark 1, they require no additional cities, as was mentioned. Mark 2, 3, or 4 each require only one planet to support. Mark 5 requires 2, Mark 6 or 7 require 3 each. Now, if you do the math on that, to get to Mark 5, trigger the alternate victory condition, you need a minimum of 9 cities with 8 planets supporting them, so a total of 17. Not really nearly as many as I've got. You could easily do it at the Mark 2 AI progress level. To get all the way up to Mark 7, 1 Mark 7, you would need 13 of the Spire cities supported by 17 planets. So you'd still need 30, a healthy amount, pretty close to what I have, but you don't need like most of the galaxy or anything. And then of course additional Mark 7 cities, you'd have 3 more planets each, so if you want to really go crazy with it, yeah, you need to have big territory, but only for the go nuts version. Okay, so a couple of things on the Outguard. Democracy, responsible for the democratic demolitionist here, says hello, so I want to pass that on to all of you. We owe him quite a bit. If you like all the new turrets, which I really like all the new turrets, the variety in the turrets is something that's much better than what you have in AI War 2 before the DLC, and it's also much better than what was there in Classic. And he's largely responsible for getting that done. It was not part of the original plan for the Spire Rises expansion. If we take a look, he's given me a heads up on the Blitzkrieg turrets here, which are basically designed to be a major turret type that's cheaper, so they're better used for beachheads, which is something that a lot of people have wanted to be more viable. If you notice, they're 150k metal. The Crusher turrets, the Gemini turrets, etc., the other major ones tend to be 225k, so they're about two-thirds price. And then what those automated construction bots do is they're small drone ships that have a low-powered laser weapon, but they can definitely do some damage added up between them all. And also, of course, there's the idea that they just distract the AI once these are destroyed from fighting you or blowing up more of your turrets, so they can slow down their progress in that sense, even after the Blitzkrieg turret itself is destroyed. So, quite interesting there. Then finally, Convolutional Neural Gamer, otherwise known as Astilius, made an astute comment on something that I had not noticed. This is the capital, these other slightly simpler icons are the cities, but when you see them on the galactic map, if you've recently upgraded a system or you haven't put in all of the sockets, if there's available sockets in it, it'll be a little X1, X2, X7, however many are there. And so that's an easy way to identify which cities you need to build on. You'd noticed I wasn't particularly aware of that, as in I wasn't aware at all, in a previous episode. So, with all of that said, let's move on to the subject matter at hand. What has happened here is we've spawned a new relic all the way over here on Kukulis, which is quite a ways away. It's actually 9 hops from our nearest system in Mu Ro. And that's a problem, because we couldn't even make it the 6 hops previously. And so I'm calling this the old school relic chase, because what you would often do in Classic is clear the way and use mobile builders, which are not a thing anymore, to build turrets along part of the pathway that was adjacent to your systems, and so you'd have like a safe zone to guide the relic back. Now with the relic trains, that's a lot harder, obviously, but I've got a system set up in this map, as we've seen, to deal with the relic trains. For the hackable relics, though, I think I need to use a version of that. So I have a citadel here, a battle station here, and a citadel here. And I've built some turrets in those systems. Now I also did some testing on how the units that respond to the relic chase generate. And I'm confident I've figured out the way that works, which is if they are within 2 hops of the relic, but not in the relic system itself. In other words, from here, Calibred Slust, Ringatol, and Borite. Those systems will spawn AI ships to go after the relic. And they will do it from their command station. So, in Ringatol, I've got a bunch of stuff around the command station itself, and some turrets elsewhere. And then I've got the same thing going on in Borite and in Garfield. So these are longer range turrets, excuse me. And then I have all of these being sent off to planets further down the chain. This one is headed down to Aesta, and this one is headed over here, and this one is headed over here. And the idea is just to move along the ring while we get everything in place. And of course, now this way, I'm not going to be building anything up in this direction. I'm going to depend on my fleets as sort of a rear guard to handle that. So I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm trying to sort of pull out all the stops here. And I do think that this part of the expansion right now is overtuned. But I'm going to experiment with this, see how it goes, and hopefully they will balance out, because the exos are not nearly as difficult to deal with as the relic chases are. But I'm giving this the best shot that I can. So I want all of you to come to roughly the middle, and Spire come down here to the entrance, and you come down here into the entrance, and we're going to get this hack going and hopefully get it done properly. There we go. There's our relic. Now we want you to come up this way. And the other thing is, I've recaptured occupational hazard, and I could just build a city here and capture this planet, or I could build it here, but I don't want it there. I want it down here, my one choke point that doesn't have a city. I really want to put the next one there if I can. And this is a planet we captured earlier in the game, so to avoid any deep striking penalty and give me a stopover place to repair things, can't repair the relic, but I can repair and rebuild other things, I recaptured this because why not? Logistics station there, military might have been better, I don't know, but I like the gravity generator, so that's why I made it logistics. Alright, so we're going to move down, and our ships are coming out here to, hopefully, let's have our support ships nearer this so we can catch anything that might happen. And then let's take a look here. Yeah, Oralu's having some issues. We'll see how it handles that. I also spawned some Outguard. Forgot to mention that. I've got some Outguard in these systems to sort of help out. And my turrets here, they're doing pretty good, but they're not really, they're not fully destroying everything here, obviously. We've got 90-some strength. Got some more Outguard. This will help out, but looks like we're going to need some help with that. And let's just see how this goes with our lovely relic first. It is invulnerable now. Doesn't have that long to get to the wormhole. You know what? Why don't we send our Spire through and have them just help knock out stuff as it approaches. Maybe we put them about here, right where the turrets are. Alright, now how are we coming in here? Alright, we're about to jump. Ooh, it just jumped and then some things made it through. Okay, but now that it's on this side, let's definitely get everything else in here. And defend this as much as we can. It is still invulnerable. We want to majorly pack... Okay, now it's not. So now it's probably going to take some hits as it goes through. Yep, all of these up here. Okay, let's spire up near this. This is a short system to traverse. And also, these over here, well, in a minute they won't be. Yeah, they're not long... These are no longer doing me any good. So I'm just going to get rid of those. Because nothing's going to spawn from that command station. It'll spawn from this one. But so what? Okay, where's our relic? I definitely want all of you to stay right here by this wormhole. Keep these turrets up. And then keep the Spire moving up this way towards this wormhole. How's it going in Borite? Ooh, Uralau's not great. Let's pop in there. Let's make sure we hold that system with Spire Archivists. And yeah, that should boost us enough. Okay, so now we're going to try to blast out further from Ringatol. Alright, let's keep this moving. Doing a pretty good job of blowing out the entrance here into borite. Okay, what's going on the other side? Yeah, I really want to get in here with this spire. Please get in here with this spire. Did they just... Yeah, they just all hopped in there when I didn't see them. Okay. And are you... Yeah, okay, you're invisible right now. So we want everybody in there. Let's take advantage of this, because by the time they can shoot you, this system is no longer going to be a concern. And our citadel very slowly making its way across the system. Gradually moving this way, but not where we want to be yet. Okay. Let's have our spire definitely move up towards this end. Should have most of our stuff in here. Let's load real quick. Get it out quicker. And I don't think... Let's do a few more seconds. Alright, now we're going to unload them all. And have you hang out by this side with all of this other stuff. Move you up a little. Okay, 98%. I can't argue with that. %. I can argue a little bit with that. I think they've got some long-range stuff shooting at us, or... Yeah, I think they do. All the more reason to get the spire up here and give them a piece of our mind. Not that much strength. We just got to get out here and clear them. And there goes the citadel. Okay, so how much did that hit us? 93%. Okay. Where's it at? And it is... Okay, it's currently invisible. So it'll have a safe path through. We've got our primary ships down here. There we go. Now everybody's on pursuit like they should be. And hopefully we're going to put some distance between them and us. This is a really long system to traverse. I think my play at this time is to just keep it moving. Get it as close to occupational... Get it into occupational hazard. If I absolutely have to, I can do a bunch of stupid micro, moving it back and forth underneath a shield while we rebuild ships there. I don't want to do that, but I'll do it if I need to. Okay, these guys are now down to their next location. So that's important. Let's build up some of the turrets here. And then also, I need to... Yeah, I don't want to destroy everything in the remote locations. So I don't want to do that. I want to get... Let's get some grenade launchers up around that. And I want all this stuff to be like between the command station and where they're going to go. So that way it's... Why are you doing this? They have maximum, firing on them. So our battle station, move you to about the middle, and then over in Ayesta, most of these turrets are still up in another system, so I don't want to mess with that too much. We've got some ships over there by this, which is where we're going to want to go to Arca, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to quite build those yet until there's fewer ships in there, and that's further on down the path. This is the key one. Now, it's in Garfield at the moment, and this is a short hop, and then it'll move faster through occupational hazard. So this here really is the long, slow thing to traverse. And there's not much resistance in here now, so if we can keep pounding away at that. Yeah, you're now vulnerable for a period of time. But if we can keep these ships occupied down here for long enough for you to turn back invisible, then that would be really good. That's what I'm hoping for. 40 strength, 50 strength. They're starting to mount a little bit. How are we on outguard? Okay, we've still got almost 2 minutes. We could throw another group in. I'd rather keep that in reserve for an emergency right now since we're doing pretty well. Let's just keep this rolling. There we go. Now you're invisible again. And by the time you're not, you should be mostly out of here. Let's move you on. Let's move the support fleets on as well. And just have our main group down here pound away and distract and do all those fun things. Oh, you're already all the way into Anguish already. Wow. Okay, well, let's look at Aesta. All right, there's not much in here now. Looks like they went after our Citadel and lost. So what few turrets we have, stop. What few turrets we have, we can put up here. Then we'll add more to it. And then in Anguish, I'm going to want you to move basically across system. I think you should have all of your stuff. And the ambush turrets and one of the other systems. Oh yeah, that first system. Are those still useful in Ring Atoll? No, not as many of them as are destroyed. So let's go ahead and get rid of those. Yep, that's all of them. Okay. And then that way, what I can do with you is destroy those engineers that are from your group. And then you can build all of this stuff in here at a reasonable rate. So let's go ahead and just max this out. Short range turrets over in this direction. And the concussive ones can cover a wider range. And some tachyon arrays. And then let's just throw your engineers down right there. Okay. That's going to be very nice, and we'll have the engineers help get this built a little bit more quickly. Let's move on. Yeah, you can spawn all the extragalactic war Wendigos you want. I'm not going to care. 140, yeah, okay, so they're really starting to pound us in here. But with this, this just went visible again. I don't dare. Oh my, it spawned on Cuculus? What are the odds of that? It spawned in the same spot we just went. But regardless of that, this thing is good. This is going to give us a second relic trade. It doesn't matter where it goes. It will have to come eventually through Muro or Crimson, or maybe even over here. Okay, so we're going to get a second one for this session. That is the most ridiculous, weird RNG there that... Ah, doggone it, it's not quite jumping yet. Now it's going to get hit. I might have pulled the spire out a little bit early. That sucks. Jump. Jump, you idiot. Jump. It's not taking much hit. These are not high-level stuff. Get through. Get through. Get through. Finally jumped to Garfield. Where's it at? 3.28 million. It didn't lose that much. But that was still a bit of a miscalculation on my part. I think the purpose in having our fleet in here is no longer there. Let's move in. Let's rely on our spire to guard this entryway for whatever comes in here. How are we doing in Anguish? Building up this stuff. Got some of it in place and more soon, because I think they're going to start spawning units in here soon, so that's going to matter. I don't think I want this stuff in here anymore. But let's keep these turrets in here as a stopgap. And then that would mean that we have more to place in this room, I think. Yep. So let's add 2 more ambush turret groups to whatever spawns here. And then the concussions I'd want to put over here. But again, I can't do that yet. I have them up where they are. This can work. I can put these up to help out. We're down about halfway on our metal as we spend it like a drunken sailor. Okay. So borate. And then when this thing jumps to occupational hazard, the question I'm going to really need to keep an eye on. Do I want it to keep going? Get away from the wormhole. You're invisible. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Okay, now our fleets are starting to come back in. So now I need a load. Load, load, load. Get out of Borite. Still no news on the relic train. What do we have in here? Still got a lot of ships. We gotta wait for more of that to get out. No, don't do that. Shoot them. There we go. That's what I like to see. Let's keep you with it. Yep, okay, it's visible now. But we're about to jump in. Okay, now I've got to decide. Do I want it to keep going or do I want it to stay and repair stuff? Boy, we've still got a lot of ships here. The mobiles are keeping up with it. I don't think I want to wait. I think I want to keep you right going. Now, there's more resistance in here and more coming here. I need to get my ships in here ahead of it. But I think I can do that. Let's keep moving on all the way. Oh, yep, you're right. You're right. Let's just give it its direct orders now to just keep moving. In here, we've still got turrets. I think they're still serving a purpose. Boy, you are taking your time to load up, aren't you? But these guys, I want you to proceed all the way into that entrance, and so do you. So my support and everything, you keep right on going. I got to load up still with the other groups. Okay, in occupational. Boy, you are moving quickly, aren't you? You aren't wasting a bit of time. Now, there's not much in here. What's on the other side of that entrance? Not that much on the... Okay, good. At least we got some support ships in here, some sentry frigates, some things to distract them. That's a positive. Citadel, maybe... You know what? You should be moving on. I should be moving you on because you've got to get here. The other ones can stay where they are. I want you to keep moving. How are we doing on pulling our ships out here? Almost there, really. Alright, I'm going to move on with all of you as well. And we've already jumped to Anguish, and the relic transport is still on there somewhere, headed somewhere that I don't care about. So the second half of the journey about to begin. You are invisible and invulnerable, that's good. Let's see, let's keep the spire, I think, and these right here by this entrance for now. How are we doing in here? Doing just fine. There's not that much in here. Okay. So once these fleets catch up, I think we're going to be doing pretty well. There we go. Now we're making this journey across. Defenses in here holding up fine. Now we're in place. Yeah. I'm really liking how this is working. Alright, so I think I want the spire to definitely move down here and get ahead of it. And also our support groups. And then the other fleets hang out in this area. It's vulnerable now. Let's unload. I think we might just do this. Still 91%, and oh, this looks interesting. But I think we'll handle. Let's watch this for a few seconds. Let's make sure they're not going to keep piling in. This is the latest EXO, Fallen Spire EXO, of course. And yeah, it's going down. Okay, so that's going to be fine. We're going to be totally okay there. Let's move back into Anguish. Okay, you've gone invisible. This is a fairly short jump. I'm going to wait a little bit closer before I jump the spire on ahead, I think. How are we doing in here? We're doing okay. People starting to come... Okay, they're starting to come in from Aesta. And yeah, we don't have hardly any turrets in here. Okay. That was a bit of a mistake, and you are going to be taking a hit. All right. I think I need some outguard in there. I want some outguard in there as cover for this to sort of just eventually build up turrets. And then Borite, I think I can take down your turrets now. Garfield, you're 2 hops away. I still like your turrets being in place here. Move you a little bit closer. Alright, let's jump the spire through now. Let's jump our support groups in now. It's visible now, so we've got definitely the right move to get things in there. Yep. There's quite a bit in here. And we're not going to have any support from the turrets this far away. Let's remove all of this. Keep the concussion ones up, of course. And Garfield. I mean, at this point, anything back there is going to bounce into occupational hazard anyway. And I don't even care if I lose occupational hazard. So all of this can go away. And then over here in Ayesta, we really can't do anything because this is a disaster. 74 allies. They have like 380 eeks. This is getting away from us. There's no question things are getting away from us in Ayesta. So I'm worried about that, but I don't know what I'd do about it. I think I just need to get my ships in there ahead of time, like as quickly as possible. We've made the jump here. There are no ships coming in here. We are going to move... Definitely going to move in to the next system at least. Yeah, and let's load here and hopefully have the Spire fight this off. Hopefully. No, I don't think I can afford to load. Let's move out. Just move out as fast as you can get in here and arrive. They're invisible now. It's invisible now, so let's do some loading. Oh, let's move you down here. Let's not screw this up at the last bit. They're streaming back in. Where's our stupid relic? I think it's vulnerable now. Let's unload. Okay, now let's get Spire and support through into Ayesta. And also, yeah, this is just going to be a mess. So I'm going to accept that it's a mess and spawn all my outguard. And that's it. Anybody left anytime soon? Nope. So that's going to be everything that I can marshal. And I think that's going to be the key system. Because if we can get through Ayesta, then we can probably get through Arca, which has the relic transport right now. Where does it think it's going? I think it thinks, where's this going? Oh, it's trying to head off this way to, said Zeta Cat. Yeah, okay, fine. Let it do that. Let it freaking do that. So we need to hold this off in here with our main fleets while the Spire gets in through the wormhole. And our support ships, of course. And did it jump already? Not yet. Still making its way in. Yep, and Ayesta's got things coming our way. It's invulnerable again now. Good. Good. And actually, that means I don't want to wait. I want to get in. Everybody jump through. Into Ayesta we go. Okay, now here's where it's going to get interesting. We're either going to hold it off or we're not. 3.27 million, but it's not, I don't think it's being detected right now. Let's move the spire out here. And they've still got every ship, but I don't care if they lose ships at this point. This is where we're trying to press things home. Almost 500 strength for them. Similar amounts of strength on each side. You're still at the same amount. Where are you? I can't even see it underneath all the mess. Where are you? You're here and you're vulnerable. We need to be pushing into like around this area with everything. Plow the path, people. It's losing. It's losing health. Plow the path. What kind of enemy? Yeah, we're killing them. The question is, are we killing them fast enough? And then an Arca, they're probably going to generate more. I don't actually have... Yeah, I'm not building anything in here yet. Let's be doing that. So hopefully that'll be fast enough to actually do something. Come on, go invisible again, for Pete's sake. Let's push forward a little bit more, everybody. And where are we at? We're gradually wearing... There we go. Okay, now, if we can just get rid of some of this... while this goes. I mean, what's our health at? Still at 89%. So this sort of running interference thing is working well. Yeah, there's a whole bunch coming in through there. Okay. So maybe I should be moving like about here. And then where's our lovely... It's pressing over this way. It's now visible. How's Arca doing? Building stuff up. I like it. And you are headed somewhere. Where are you going now? You're headed back this way. Oh, I might end up spawning this relic too at the same time. This is going to be craziness. Like, I might end up blowing it up on accident. Okay, let's... Nice. Let's move up a little bit more towards this wormhole now. Nice thing is we seem to be distracting... Another Spire Relic has spawned. I don't care. I really don't. I have bigger problems. Okay, where is it now? Like, it's going to jump. Okay, it's invulnerable. Good. Everybody jump. Everybody jump now. Everybody get in there and do your thing. Because all you've got to do is make one more hop. And oh my goodness, that that transport just crossed paths with us. And now it's headed... Yeah, I don't care where it's headed. I really don't care where it's headed. It's going the other way. Okay, you're going to come back. Let's just get all of our battle stations back. Because they're accomplishing nothing at this point. This is craziness, but I think we're going to make it. So, everybody get in. And we care about nothing but protecting the relic in this system. We care about nothing else. Move. Move. It's invulnerable. It's at 88%. Just move. Alright, keep you here. Keep you here. Keep you with it. Keep all of you fun people right here by the entrance. Spire goes with it. Support goes with it. Everybody else blockades this entrance unless they start coming in from somewhere else. Yep, and it's visible again. It's still holding though. Move. Move. Orlau getting hit, but appears to be up to the challenge. We're almost there. We're going to make it. It's 85%. We're going to make it. Get through that stupid wormhole. Now it's vulnerable again for the last bit of its journey. And it goes. Now I have to say, I'm going to move everybody back in here. Get ready to defend. But nope, actually we're going to have to go here. Spire go back in. Support go back in. And we're going to have to load. But I am astonished that I made this with 85%. Like, I'm completely astonished. But I'll take it. Okay, so let's set the stage for what's going to happen next session. This, off screen, obviously, is going to keep going all the way over here. It's going to be a long journey. We're going to get attacked more. We're eventually going to get this relic train that's hanging out in this area at the moment. And then we've got this thing, which is, oh, it's down here on a core world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hops away. And that could be, if we get these other two, that'll be our last one. So it'll be a pain in the butt to plow this path, but we've got the firepower to do it. And then I would put up the Spire City here in Brugu. 6 hops away. At least it's not as far as this one. I'll probably take one of these systems, just sort of eat the AI progress as a way station. That'd be it. I mean, who knows? Maybe I want to take this and just grab the cursed golem for the lulz, because that's 4 hops. I don't know. I'll figure out something there. But success in the relic chase. And I think those turrets, like, they don't stop them completely. They don't. But I think they do enough to help, to really help do this. But the relic trains, not going to be an option for them. So I just really think to get the relic train, you got to kind of ignore the relic trains once you get to a certain level, or you've got to, you know, have a map set up for them. So that's my 2 cents on the relic chase. We'll be back with more soon of Spire Simplified. Hopefully this drawn out battle here was enjoyable. And thanks for watching, everybody.